The sun begins its slow descent, painting the sky in warm oranges and pinks. A gentle breeze blows softly, bringing with it the salty scent of the ocean. Mr. Thomas walks along the shore, his footsteps almost silent on the soft sand. The waves crash gently against the beach, their rhythm a lullaby. Seagulls circle above, calling softly to each other. The beach is quiet and still, filled only with the sounds of nature. Mr. Thomas carries an old leather-bound book in his hand, its pages slightly worn from many nights spent at the seaside library. He stops occasionally, turning the pages gently as he walks, letting the words dance through his mind. As night falls, the sky darkens and stars begin to twinkle like tiny lights far above. The full moon casts a silvery glow over everything it touches. Mr. Thomas finds a comfortable spot under a large tree, its branches offering just enough shade from the last rays of sunlight. He sits down on his old canvas bag, placing the book next to him. The cool sand seeps into his shoes, but he doesn't mind. He spreads out a blanket and curls up, reading softly by the light of the moon. The sound of waves and the rustling leaves provide a soothing background. Mr. Thomas closes his eyes for a moment, feeling at peace with the world around him. The keeper of the old seaside library drifts into a deep, restful sleep. The cool night air starts to fill the old seaside library. It's like a soft blanket wrapping around everything, making everything feel cozy and calm. Outside, the trees sway gently with a whispering sound, as if talking softly in the evening breeze. Inside, Mr. Thomas, the keeper of this ancient library, sits at his desk by the window. The moon is large and bright, casting a silvery light through the curtains that flutter gently. His old wooden chair creaks slightly with each turn he makes, but it doesn't disturb anyone. The distant sound of waves lapping against the shore becomes more noticeable as the night deepens. It's like a soft lullaby, soothing and comforting. Mr. Thomas looks up at the ceiling, where the stars twinkle like tiny diamonds in the sky above. He takes out an old, leather-bound book from one of the shelves. Its pages are thick and warm to the touch, perfect for holding in his hands as he settles into a reading session. The library feels peaceful and quiet, with only the rustling leaves outside and the distant sound of the ocean creating a small symphony. As Mr. Thomas reads, the night air becomes even more cool and refreshing. The stars seem closer now, twinkling gently as if watching over him. He thinks about how this library has stood here for many years, protecting books and stories from the world outside. It feels like he is part of something much larger than himself, a guardian of knowledge and peace. The pages of his book turn slowly, each one a new journey into another world. The evening breeze continues to whisper secrets through the leaves, adding to the peaceful atmosphere. Mr. Thomas smiles, feeling very at home in this quiet library under the starry sky. The cool night air seems to whisper softly as Mr. Thomas approaches the old seaside library. He hears his shoes clicking against the wooden boards that creak gently beneath them. Inside, the door closes quietly behind him, and he steps into a world of silence. The interior is dimly lit by a single soft lamp hanging from the ceiling. Its gentle glow casts shadows on the walls, making everything seem mysterious and quiet. Books line the shelves, their spines touching the polished wooden boards with a faint rustle as Mr. Thomas walks past them. He can feel the coolness of the old wood under his fingers. A small desk sits in one corner, cluttered but neat. A few books rest open on top, half-read tales of adventure and mystery. The lamp on the desk casts a warm light over these quiet volumes, making them seem like guardians of stories, waiting to be shared. Mr. Thomas moves closer to the desk, his hands running gently along the spines of the books. He picks up one that has a picture of the sea on its cover, and he leans in to read the title. whispers from the shore. The pages are thick with ink, each word carefully written by someone long gone. He sits down at the desk, feeling the hardwood beneath him. A soft cushion rests against his back, providing just enough comfort for him to lean into it. He opens the book and begins to read, his voice gentle as he speaks aloud the words from the pages. Mr. Thomas steps into the old library at midnight. The light from the moon outside casts soft shadows on the rows of bookshelves. He walks slowly, carefully, making sure not to make a sound. Each step echoes softly in the quiet hall. He moves between the bookcases, his fingers gently turning pages as he examines them. The room is filled with the smell of old paper and ink. Shadows dance across the books, casting patterns on the floor like magic spells. The books are all different: stories, poems, histories. Mr. Thomas pauses at a section of fairy tales, his hand touching the cover of an ancient book. He opens it slowly, its pages yellow with age, but still whispering secrets to him. He turns another page, feeling the rough texture under his fingers. The words seem to shimmer in the moonlight, their meaning almost tangible. Beside them, a row of poems waits, their lines carefully printed and beautiful. Mr. Thomas takes a deep breath, closing the fairy tale book gently. He moves on, making sure each shelf is checked. The shadows shift, following his movements. They seem to move with him, as if they have minds of their own. Mr. Thomas continues his quiet journey through the library. He stops by a history section where books tell tales of kings and queens, explorers and inventions. The pages turn softly under his gentle touch. The room is so peaceful here in the middle of the night. The only sounds are the soft turning of pages and occasional creaking of an old wooden shelf. Mr. Thomas feels calm and content as he explores each row. He flips through a book about ancient civilizations, marveling at how much history is preserved on these pages. He turns another page, almost as if in slow motion. The words seem to glow softly, telling stories of distant lands and forgotten times. A poem catches his eye, its lines moving like rivers of ink across the paper. Mr. Thomas reads it carefully, feeling a warm sense of connection to all those who have read these books before. The shadows dance over more books, their patterns changing as he turns pages. The room is filled with the scent of age and knowledge. Slowly, Mr. Thomas wanders through the library, his heart full of peace and wonder. In the quiet of midnight, he picks up a book about the sea. The cover is worn, with edges that have seen many fingers, but it still calls to him in its familiar way. He runs his finger over the title, Waves and Winds, a gentle reminder of adventures yet to be explored. He settles into the plush armchair by the window. The old leather feels soft under his hands, almost like an old friend. As he opens the book, the scent of aged paper fills the room, a comforting aroma that makes him feel safe and at home. The first page is yellowed with age, but his eyes drink in the words as if they were newly printed. He reads about vast oceans and distant shores, islands where seagulls cry out under the sun. The words paint a picture of freedom and endless horizons, taking him to far-off places he can only dream of visiting. He closes his eyes for a moment, letting the words lull him. When he opens them again, the world outside seems quieter than ever before. The waves gently crash against the distant shore, a soothing rhythm that calms his thoughts and quiets his mind. He turns the page to continue reading about the sun setting on a beach, painting the sky with shades of orange and pink. The book is like an old friend, whispering secrets of the sea and the stars. Each word he reads draws him deeper into its world, making him feel more at home than ever before. The pages turn slowly, one after another, each one another step in his journey to sleep. As you drift into deeper sleep, a new sound begins to fill your ears. At first, it's just a soft hum, almost like the gentle buzzing of a distant bee. But as you listen more closely, it turns out to be something much bigger and more comforting, a rhythmic sound that seems to come from far away, perhaps from the lighthouse somewhere down the coast. This hum is steady and soothing. It's like hearing the heartbeat of the night itself. The sound is so calming that you can almost feel your own heart beating in rhythm with it. Each beat feels reassuring, like a promise that everything around you is safe and peaceful. You close your eyes even tighter now, letting the soft hum wash over you. It lulls you into deeper thoughts, making you imagine the light inside the lighthouse, shining out across the sea, guiding ships back to safety. You feel yourself becoming part of the scene, a small but important piece of the night's calm. The gentle hum continues, steady and strong, filling your ears with its quiet comfort. It mixes with the soft rustle of pages turning in an old book nearby, the only sound that reminds you still of all the stories waiting to be read. The lighthouse's rhythm is like a slow melody, soothing your mind until it's almost numb from sleepiness. Mr. Thomas sits quietly in his old seaside library, the rhythmic sound of waves crashing against the shore providing a gentle backdrop to his work. The moonlight bathes everything in a soft glow, casting long shadows over the wooden floor. The waves come and go in a steady pattern, almost like a lullaby. One moment they calm and whisper softly. The next, a bit louder as if they are waking up from their slumber. Mr. Thomas listens intently to the sound, finding comfort in its familiar rhythm. He gently turns pages of an old book, each creak of the paper blending with the soft splashes of water. The library feels cozy and warm, despite the cool night air. The smell of old books fills his nostrils, a scent that has always reminded him of home. He picks up a delicate manuscript, its cover worn but still holding onto centuries of stories. As he reads, Mr. Thomas can almost see the sea stretching out beyond the window, its vastness and beauty making him feel small yet part of something bigger. The rhythmic sound of waves continues to soothe his soul, helping him relax and focus on his task at hand. The night seems to pass by slowly, but never too quickly for Mr. Thomas. He enjoys this quiet time, the peace it brings, and the memories it evokes. The ocean's lullaby is his constant companion as he works late into the night in the old seaside library. The library becomes quieter as the night deepens. Outside, the waves gently lap against the shore, a soft whisper that soothes the keeper's ears. The salty air fills his nostrils, bringing with it a sense of peace and calm. He walks through the rows of old books, their spines still looking like they might spring to life if he were to touch them. Each book carries its own story, but tonight, only the light from the single lamp in the corner gives off any warmth or illumination. The keeper sits down at a table by the window. The moon casts silver beams through the glass, making everything appear softer and more magical. He picks up an old leather-bound book, feeling its weight and texture. The pages are yellowed but still hold words that tell stories of far-off places. As he reads, the world outside grows even quieter. A distant owl hoots, adding to the tranquil atmosphere. The keeper closes his eyes for a moment, letting the soft hum of the waves lull him into a deeper calm. He continues to read, each word bringing him closer to dreams. Outside, shadows dance in the moonlight, playing on the walls and floors. A light breeze rustles through the pages, carrying with it the faint scent of salt and pine. The keeper feels at peace, his body gradually relaxing as he delves into the world between the lines. Mr. Thomas closes the old leather-bound book gently, tucking it back into its place on the high shelf. The pages whisper softly as he moves the book just so. He walks slowly down the long row of books, feeling content with his day's work. The library is quiet now, almost too quiet. The only sound is the soft hum of a distant lighthouse, like a gentle heartbeat echoing from the sea. The air feels cool and calm, filled with the scent of old paper and salt water. Mr. Thomas pauses at the door to his small room at the back of the library. He opens it carefully, stepping inside as if he's entering a secret garden. His bed is tucked neatly in one corner, covered in a soft blanket that smells like jasmine from the flowers outside. A lantern hangs on the wall beside his bed, casting a warm glow over the simple space. Mr. Thomas takes off his coat and hangs it by the door, smoothing down the jacket as he does so. He then removes his glasses and sets them carefully on the desk next to an old, leather-bound notebook. The pen in the notebook is ready for him to jot down any thoughts or stories that might come to mind during the night. He sits down on the edge of his bed, stretching gently. His old bones feel weary, but comfortable. He looks out through the small window at the moon above, glowing brightly and silently over the sea. The waves crash softly against the shore, a lullaby for sleep. Mr. Thomas takes a deep breath, feeling calm and ready to rest. He closes his eyes slowly and drifts off into a peaceful slumber, dreaming of stories yet to be told. As the old clock ticks gently in the distance, Mr. Thomas walks quietly into his simple bedroom. The room is dimly lit by a soft lamp on the bedside table. He places his worn leather jacket carefully over a chair and then takes off his shoes, letting them fall softly to the hardwood floor with each step. He moves slowly towards the bed, which is nothing fancy but very cozy. The blanket is made of soft, light material that feels gentle against his skin as he pulls it up to cover himself. As he lies down on the mattress, he closes his eyes and feels all the tension from the day melting away with each breath. The room is silent except for the occasional sound of a distant wave crashing onto the shore outside. It's like the sea whispering its lullaby into the night air. Mr. Thomas listens to this soothing noise as it helps him drift deeper into a peaceful sleep. As the last pages in Mr. Thomas's hands close softly, he leans back against his chair. The old wooden floor creaks slightly under him with each gentle motion. The room is dim and quiet now. The only sounds are the soft lap-lap of waves against the shore outside. Outside, a cool breeze whispers through the open window, carrying saltwater scents that remind Mr. Thomas of his youth spent watching boats come in and out. He closes his eyes slowly, feeling the weight of his body relax into the chair. The distant hum of a lighthouse keeps a steady rhythm, like an old friend's heartbeat. It echoes softly through the night, reminding him of safety and home. A soft blanket of darkness envelopes him, drawing in close. Each breath slows down, becoming more regular. The world outside fades away until all he can feel is the gentle rocking of his chair and the comforting warmth of the old library around him. As sleep begins to take him, the sounds become softer still. The waves gently kiss the shore, like a lullaby whispering secrets only the sea knows. A final sigh escapes from Mr. Thomas's lips as he drifts into the sweet embrace of dreams. As the clock strikes a soft chime, signaling another hour has passed, the keeper gently stirs from his peaceful slumber. He opens his eyes slowly, feeling a gentle warmth seeping through the thin curtains of his room. The library is still and quiet, as if it were holding its breath in anticipation. The only sound is the distant hum of the old clock ticking away in the corner. The lamp on his desk has dimmed slightly, casting an even softer glow over his books and papers. It feels like the perfect light, a warm, golden hue that bathes everything in a gentle radiance. He stretches carefully, feeling the familiar creaks of the wooden floorboards beneath him. Carefully, he rises from his bed, his movements slow and unhurried, as if not wanting to disturb the stillness of the night. As he stands up, The old wooden door of his room makes a quiet creak, reminding him of its age, but also of its strength and reliability. He walks over to his desk where his journal lies open, pages filled with notes about the day's readings and thoughts left for himself. The air in the library is cool, but not cold. It has the comfort of an old friend. He takes a deep breath, smelling the familiar scent of aged paper and ink. It's like stepping into a familiar embrace, one that whispers secrets and stories from the past. He reaches out to close the door softly behind him, ensuring no sound escapes to wake anyone else in the library. Each breath he exhales seems to match the slow rhythm of the world outside, as if the night itself is breathing alongside him. Mr. Thomas moves slowly, his steps quiet as he approaches the lamp on the table beside him. The lamp casts a gentle, warm light across the room. It feels almost like a tiny sun in the cool night air. He reaches out, his fingers lingering slightly over the glass shade of the lamp before turning it off. As the light fades away, the darkness seems to close around him gently. He sighs softly, feeling content and calm. He stretches his arms wide, then pulls them back slowly. Each movement is deliberate, not rushed at all. His eyes drift out the window, where the night is still and dark outside. The sea whispers softly in the distance, a gentle lullaby for the sleepy world. Mr. Thomas closes his eyes for a moment, letting the quiet of the night wash over him. He feels a deep sense of peace, like he's part of something larger than himself. He opens his eyes again and looks around the library. The old books line the walls, their spines worn by time, but still holding stories within. A soft blanket is laid across one of the chairs, waiting for someone to sit down. The night seems to be bidding him good night now, as if it understands that he will soon drift into sleep. Mr. Thomas knows he should rest now, after all his work and care for the library. The first light of morning whispers through the windows, casting soft, pale blue hues on the old wooden floorboards. The sound of the sea echoes softly outside, like distant lullabies. Mr. Thomas moves slowly around the library, his footsteps silent as he gathers books and returns them to their places. He opens each shelf gently, making sure every book has a home. Each volume seems to thank him with a quiet rustle as it settles back into its cradle of shelves. The air is cool and fresh from the sea breeze, carrying hints of salt that mix with the musty scent of old books. Mr. Thomas pauses beside the large window, looking out at the calm bay. A few ships are just beginning to stir in the distance, their masts catching the early light. He takes a deep breath, feeling the peacefulness settle over him. The library is his sanctuary, and here he finds solace amidst the quiet moments of dawn. He checks the lamp by the desk, making sure it's bright enough for the day ahead. Its warm glow shines across the room, creating cozy shadows that dance on the walls. Mr. Thomas leans back in his chair, allowing the gentle hum of the library to envelop him once more before he begins his morning tasks. As the sky gently awakens, the first hints of sunlight steal in through the old wooden shutters of the library. They dance upon the dusty shelves, casting a warm glow that seems to breathe new life into each book. Mr. Thomas stirs slightly, his eyes opening slowly to take in this soft light. The air is still cool from the night, but there's a hint of warmth creeping through the aged windows. He stretches gently, feeling the familiar creaking of the wooden floors under his feet as he moves towards the window. The sun climbs higher, its rays becoming more golden and bright. It bathes everything in a soft, serene light that makes the books on the shelves seem to shimmer slightly. Mr. Thomas places a hand against the glass, feeling its cool surface. He breathes deeply, inhaling the musty scent of old books and leather bindings. Outside, a gentle breeze picks up, rustling through the trees. It carries with it the faintest fragrance of salt air from the nearby sea. The sound of waves crashing softly against the shore can just be heard in the distance, adding to the calm and peaceful atmosphere inside the library. Mr. Thomas knows what lies ahead, another day filled with visitors seeking knowledge and comfort within these walls. But for now, he is content to enjoy this quiet moment before the hustle begins. Mr. Thomas gathers up the last of his morning papers and books. He stretches gently, feeling the day's quiet exertion releasing from his body with each exhale. The library is now whisper quiet, save for the soft hum of a distant bell somewhere beyond the walls. He closes the heavy oak door behind him, letting out a slow breath as the cool morning air rushes in. It feels fresh and new, like starting anew on a blank page. A few stray beams of sunlight filter through the windows, painting everything in gentle warmth. Mr. Thomas walks toward the main entrance, his footsteps soft on the polished wooden floor. He pauses to look back at the place he's about to leave for another day. The rows of ancient books stand like guardians, their spines worn but their wisdom still strong. He steps outside into a world just waking up. The sky is a pale blue, tinged with pink and orange from the first light of dawn. A small breeze stirs the leaves on the trees, making them whisper softly to each other as if sharing secrets. Mr. Thomas nods at a few early birds out for their morning walk. He smiles warmly, but says nothing, just letting his goodbyes sink into the day. The world is still quiet and peaceful. He reaches the end of the lane and turns, walking slowly down it toward home. Each step feels like parting from an old friend, knowing he will return at night to spend more time with them all again. The morning sun climbs higher, but its rays are kind, not too bright. Mr. Thomas takes a deep breath, feeling content in this moment of transition. Mr. Thomas strolls along the old, cobbled path that leads back to his home. The sun has set, casting a warm orange glow across the quiet beach. He can hear the gentle waves lapping at the shore and feel the cool evening breeze on his face. As he walks, he thinks about the day he spent at the Seaside Library. Each book had its story to tell, each page turned with care. The salty air filled the room, carrying with it the scent of the sea. By the time he closed the last door, locking up for the night, a sense of peace washed over him. Now, as he approaches his small cottage, he feels content and calm. Inside, a soft light from a single lamp flickers gently on the walls, casting long shadows in every corner. He slips off his shoes by the door and hangs them neatly on a rack. His home is warm and welcoming after such a day. Mr. Thomas makes his way to the kitchen where he prepares himself a simple cup of tea, its steam rising softly into the air. The aroma of fresh mint and honey fills the room, soothing him even more. He sits at the old wooden table by the window, watching as the sky slowly turns from orange to dark blue. As night deepens, Mr. Thomas stands up. He walks over to a small bookshelf near his bed, where he keeps a favorite storybook. Reaching for it, he opens the book and begins reading softly, letting the words paint calm pictures in his mind. The stories of old sailors and brave adventurers fill him with quiet joy. Finally, when all is still, Mr. Thomas places the book carefully back on the shelf. He turns off the light and lies down on his bed, pulling the cover up to his chin. With each breath, he feels more relaxed, more at peace. The only sound left is the soft ticking of a nearby clock. As sleep begins to take him, Mr. Thomas thinks about tomorrow. Another night will bring another day, another chance to read and rest. But for now, there is only this moment, calm, quiet, and content. Good night, my dear friend. Sleep well until we meet again.